Hello everyone, it's me, the Phenomenal Critic. Oh boy, I know I've been behind on reviews, but I'm getting back in the swing of things. Now, I have always been reviewing, I call myself the Phenomenal Critic for a reason. You know, I said at the beginning I was going to review movies, books, and also video games. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For the very first time, I'm going to be reviewing the awesome video game by... crap. The company that made the new Mortal Kombat game. I don't know if it might be Ubisoft. Well, I don't care. All I know is it's from the guys from Warner Brothers, DC Comics. It's just a pretty freaking awesome game. So, good things about the game. The fighting is awesome. The characters look freaking amazing. We have a bunch of DC characters, some that I've never even heard of, some that I don't even know exist, but that's because, again, I know about some DC characters. I don't know about all of them. So, down the list, who do we got? We have Batman, Superman, Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Raven, Cyborg, Joker, The Flash. I think I might have already mentioned him. Aquaman, Harley Quinn, Bane, Solomon Grundy, the Joker, Dark Adam, which I have no idea who that is. We have Shazam, otherwise in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, known as Captain Marvel. I don't know why they changed his name, but oh well, that might be his real name. Catwoman, Nightwing, Deathstroke, awesome character. We have Lex Luthor, of course, and we have this is a great game. I loved it. Unfortunately, here was my problem with it. It was too short. And I'm not talking about like the gameplay sucks. No, the gameplay is freaking awesome. No, the story in the game is too short. The story of the game is Joker somehow confused Superman and ended up killing Lois and his unborn child, so he goes on a freaking rampage and makes a government where he is the ruler of all Earth. So he's practically their god, practically. And so we get a view of this. We get a view of what it's like before Superman went crazy. You know, Batman comes in and he's like Clark, and I'm dealing with him, and Superman all of a sudden punches, and it goes dark, and then we see Injustice. And, you know, of course, we start out with Batman, and, you know, the story goes on, and eventually we get into the things of how they go to this alternate world. That's why they're fighting, and it says, and in the trailer it says, what if our greatest heroes were in where our own destruction or something like that, in a war with each other. The reason they're in a war with each other is because the good versions of, you know, Superman, Batman, Flash, all of them, they go into this other universe somehow. They get thrown in this other universe where Superman is the ruler of the freaking world, and a bunch of the good guys are bad guys now. Like, a lot of people are aligned with Superman. Oh, I also forgot, Doomsday's in this game. That is freaking awesome. Along with Green Lantern. I've already said him. But anyway, back to the story. And you know, it's just it's the story basically of them having to fight to get back to the world, but also save this one. With the help, there's a bunch of more other characters. With the help of the Batman from this universe, who is good. It's just a pretty freaking awesome game. It is an awesome game, but the story goes, you know, you have to fight your way through, like how in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe and Mortal Kombat, to the last boss. But here's my problem. When I played Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, it took me a while to beat it, but that might be because I didn't play it that much. But anyway, the thing with this game is, maybe I'm getting more into it or something, but I only beat it in 2 days. There's only 12 chapters. There's 12 chapters. You play as Batman, you play as Superman, you play as Joker, you play as Green Lantern, Green Arrow, The Flash, Aquaman, I already said Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor. You don't get to play as Shazam. You don't get to play as Catwoman. You don't get to play as Harley Quinn. You don't get to play as Nightwing. Yeah, he's in here too. You don't get to play as Nightwing. You don't Who don't you get else get to? I don't know. But there's some people that you don't get to play as, but there's some people that you do. I'm guessing when they make another one, yeah, there's going to be another one. Because at the end of it, they're trying to figure a way how to stop Superman. And, you know, Superman from the good world comes into this one, and it's Superman on Superman. Superman beats him, and he puts the bad Superman away, and at the end of the game, his eyes get red. And all of a sudden, there's going to be a sequel. I do recommend this game, and here's why. The fighting is freaking awesome. Things that they really stepped up from Mortal Kombat. Like in Mortal Kombat, you know, you could only go, you know, you can go back and forth and only like that, but they added to where if you do like a super kick, you can kick your opponent to another part of the stage, which is great. You can also, if you're in the right position and you hit R1, or R trigger, or RB or whatever on the Xbox, your character will do something with the arena. Like, everyone can do it. Like, you could pick up stuff and throw it at them, or you can pick your opponent up and throw them to them. Now, and also, everyone has a super move, which is freaking awesome. You know, like their finisher. It's like the Rage in Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. It's not a fatality. There is no killing in this game, but this is a pretty darn good game. Everyone has, you can make up your own combo moves. Everyone has special moves. Everyone has their own things that they can do with weapons. If you hit O, your character will do something like Batman. He'll summon bats, and if you hit down in O, he will send them at them, or if you hit O, I think they'll spin around him. But anyways, but the gameplay is pretty good. Only thing I just didn't like was I thought that the story was too short. They could have made it go longer. There's a comic about this as well. I haven't read the comic. I'm sure the comic's the same. But I do recommend this game. It is a good fighting game. It's in the same league with the new Mortal Kombat game. I recommend you pick this up and buy it. In my opinion, it is a must-own fighting game. It is a must-owned fighting game. You'll love it. You'll learn more about the characters. You'll learn about what's going on. And it takes a while to get used to the fighting. I'm still getting used to the fighting. But I love the game. I love the characters. I love the story. I love the way the characters look. There's different characters. There's different ways the characters are. Batman, like, you have different types of characters. Like, you have regular characters, and then you have grappling characters, which I don't understand that much, and I'm sorry. This is my very first video game review. I can't put it on camera because I don't know how to do any of that crap. But all I can do is just tell you, go either rent this game or buy this game. But in my opinion, this is a must-own game. Go to Walmart or GameStop. If you pre-order from GameStop, you get the Russian DLC. You get Red Sun, Russian Solomon Grundy, and Russian Wonder Woman, which is freaking awesome. Also, in the Dark World, I guess you could say, everybody looks different. Hal Jordan became Yellow Lantern. There's two Nightwings. There's Dick Grayson, and then there's Damian Wayne, Bruce Wayne's son. It's an awesome game. It's a pretty freaking awesome game. One thing I also liked, and I know that I already mentioned this, but the way how you can jump up, like how you can do your finishing moves and how you can jump up and throw objects on your opponent and put your opponent through another arena, and it does a lot of damage. And whatever your weapon is on whatever button, whatever you hit the O button, whatever it does, use it wisely. It can come in very good hands. That's all I got to say. This is my very first video game review. I will continue with my video game reviews. Thank you guys. Please subscribe. I'm the Phenomenal Critic. Good night.